Thanks for clicking on today's video. In today's video, we're going to be working on Inktober Day 9. The topic is heavy. You'll learn how I detail this. So without further ado, let's rewind the time and check out what I did. Hello everybody, welcome back to another day of daily sketching. So I'm not entirely sure what kind of drawing I should be doing today, but since the topic is heavy, maybe I could draw one of the brutalist architectures, but I've already done that. So I will try something a little bit more abstract today. So what makes something heavy? When something is really heavy, it could be based on materials, it could be the shape, and it could also be color of the building. I think I want to make a real huge structure, a simple one, almost primitive, but it looks also futuristic. I'll try and keep this symmetrical because I wanted to make this more symbolic. Now, heavy buildings, it also has to do something with the scale, right? If you have a building with small pillars, they could look very light. The thinner the columns, the lighter the building feels. Alright, okay, there you go. Let's add in the inwards. Okay, I got the overall shape down, but this is too boring. I wonder I could add something later down the line. I'll actually draw the horizon line. I think I'll add a fence up here so people can go up here. Maybe a proper structure. So we would have an inside structure here, and then maybe I'll go ahead and shade it in vertically. Now I'm not used to doing these as I've been always coloring in the past few days, but I think this is also a very important practice to do. Now so far the building doesn't look too heavy, maybe because I haven't added the human scale just yet. If I add in the person, maybe you can sort of see the scale better this time. I'm gonna make this a road, like a car road. Since I'm in like a driving school right now, maybe I could actually properly draw a proper door. I could properly draw a proper road. I'm not gonna draw it perfectly, but I will try my best to draw it perfectly. I want to keep my sketches casual and not too strict. That's just simply my rule of thumb with things. Not that proper sketches are not good, just I prefer it this way. And we need some sort of traffic light. I'll add it here. I will try and feel it out first. Paint the edges first, slowly, and then fill in the inside. Looks straight enough, pretty good. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and color this side dark. Keep it a nice slow vertical line, straight, and here as well. I'm gonna rotate my marker as I go so it doesn't get dry on one side. Color in the road. Maybe I'll use red light today. Not a Copic marker. But I thought that would accentuate things. Just one red light. Let's go ahead and color in the road again. Okay, it gets dry again. Maybe I should try a different brush. This is pretty annoying. Why don't we go ahead and create a shadow line? I want to make this feel heavier by adding a thicker brush stroke. Do this slowly. Hopefully this creates enough contrast. I'll add a contrast here as well. Maybe add a little bit of dark line here. I think I will make this side darker a bit. Bottom shade heavy. And maybe I'll color in the skies like this. Maybe I should invest in a proper watercolor set instead of these Copic markers. These aren't even Copic markers. Do Copic markers just last better when it comes to these kind of drawings? They just get really dry and it just doesn't look too good. Now you haven't seen this much, but I'm going to use a 005. Sort of add textures on the edge. Maybe a little bit of broken, chipped corner. As I imagine this is made out of concrete. The key is you don't want to add too much of these. Just right amount of textures would keep things look nice and realistic. Now usually on the corners of these buildings they tend to chip and crack, so I'm going to try and accentuate that. Now on the bottom side as well, keep some cracks and the corners. In architecture, it's really hard to make a perfect sharp edge unless it's like cut from a sheet of iron or something. With concrete, it's pretty difficult. So if you see a building with like a super sharp concrete, it's pretty well made. So I'm just gonna feel the details out, just like that. The contrast is too strong. I'm gonna try and loosen that by shading it in. And maybe top to bottom, keep it dark. The reason why I'm sort of keeping this side a little bit bright on the bottom is I'm imagining lights reflecting from the ground hitting the top side. So this is a little too white and I want to add a shadow on the lamppost, and just the bottom side, keep it dark, and the top edge as well, just a bit. Accentuate the lamp, and I will seep in some of the chipped with the white. Hopefully that creates a nice chipped effect. I'm noticing that this line is a little too dark, so I'll go ahead and shade it in. So the lights are coming in. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a shadow like that here. And maybe this side is also dark. Like that. Maybe we could add a little bit more people here, there. I think I'm going to add one more in the foreground here. Let's add a little bit more in the background. Maybe here as well. Since the top side of the drawing feels a little too empty, I will add someone up here as well. So that's it for today. The topic is heavy. I think this one's a little bit more abstract, not really realistic. I think this looks pretty cool. I don't know if people would like it, honestly, but this would be totally feasible in like a dystopian city. I could totally see that. So I could have just drawn a big, huge cube and just call it heavy, but I wanted to do something a little bit more structural. And the way I could do that is by making a huge pillar and a huge beam and a post and all the huge stuff, but square and blocky, gray and dark. That is what makes architecture feel heavy. Of course, there are other examples around, and you could totally check that out by searching up heavy architecture on the internet. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Go ahead and check out my other videos as well. I'm going to be continuing with these Inktober daily drawings as per usual, though I am sort of debating if I should continue with the Copic, because it's running out and it's annoying me a bit. We'll see how this goes and how this turns out, but for now, I'll see you guys around, and bye-bye. See you guys later.